Round 18.
Mike's 59.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
We got this.
Brought down by Trey Boston. A gain of 14. First down, Titans.
Ready? Blue 80.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
They can't move the ball on us.
Eric Reed on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and
Mike.
44-yard line.
Stay with your man. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
3. Line it up.
Mariota's pass.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Titans first down.
Blue 80.
Too little, Cupcake. Shit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
One, quick.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Fumble on the play.
Come on now. Let's go.
Ready? Blue 80.
Mike's 59.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
3.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
Mariota's pass. Complete to number 14. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
Blue 80.
5.
One.
Panthers 16-yard
Hey, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Scene 6. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Line it up.
Let him know.
Mariota's pass. Incomplete in the end zone. It's third down.
Line 80.
59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, let's go. Interception. All day, baby. Let's get this.
Blue 18.
Right there. 56. Rap. You got that. Right there.
Number 22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Yeah, baby.
Short on the start. A 4-yard gain.
Line 80.
Second and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch out. Watch safety creeping.
3.
Showing it. Undercrunch. Check 26. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Line 80.
Yo.
One.
59's Mark. 59's Mark. Check. 59. Here we go.
Mariota on the keeper. Intended for Adam Humphries. Incomplete. Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Ready. Look at it.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Look at that. Look at that. Ready.
Hey, we got tight left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Ready.
Hit, baby. All day, every day.
Ready. Blue line.
Mike's 50.
3.
We gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Bravo. I'm on. Mike.
1.
59. There we go.
Pass complete to Corey Davis. Touchdown, Tennessee. The extra point is good. Makes the score Titans 10, Panthers nothing. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A first down throw for Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You ain't going nowhere.
1.
From the gun, Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. After tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't, and nothing but daylight ahead. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, so the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Check. Crunch. 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 Check. Check. 1, 1. 3, 3, 3. 61. Matchbox. Light. 3, 3, 3.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun.
Newton to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Wake in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Gun.
Newton on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
59 mark, 59 mark, check.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Here we go, here we go.
Very good.
Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
3. 1.
Mike's 56.
Mariota to throw it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
3. So 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Set.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense.
It's remaining in this first half of football. As we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This fielded at the 2.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And Olsen over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton and the tight end Olsen right side. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
Following the interception here, Mariota complete. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, Newton.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Pass complete, Newton finding his tight end, Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal, and he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know the half, they just...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Slam, slam, slam. 3, 3, 3. Go.
Mariota on 1st down. It's strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Again, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Panthers will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard